Hello everybody. We are live now, and for today I announced already that we have a look into the new collection artCrush #1. It's a part of the Scraps Mini-O. And I'm gonna teach you today how to use especially the Painter's toolbox and the Paintstrokes. But first of all, I like to go with you to the Scrap shop, and I'm gonna take me out of the that's okay. Here we go. You can find the Mini-Os when you come in the shop at oscraps.com. We have the big banner on top of the shop, and that's just the wrong one. And here we go. Here's the banner. You click on it, and you can find all parts of the Mini-O from all the designers here. And there are a lot of which coordinates perfectly with each other. So when you bought from another designer something, you will be sure that everything fits together. Now we're going back to my parts. And this is here. Okay. Like always, I have the artsy bits and pieces in. We have word arts. The word arts do have the theme about soul, life, quality time, my inner self, learn about myself, music, soul, soulmate. So everything a little bit about yourself and having a good time with yourself and feel good, calm down, and yes. Going back here, and we have some threads, and we have an alpha set with 8 different versions. And for a closer look, I have always in my collections, I think the most of you know that, on the bottom of the description, when you scroll down, you have always this video in the description, and when you open it, it goes to YouTube, and I'm going to show you in that 30-minute clip what's in each folder of the collection, so you can be sure you know exactly what you get for what you pay for. And right now, everything for the next 4 days is on sale, and you can save 44% on all the Mini-Os, which is a price, I don't know, it's almost ridiculous. The artsy bits are 2.23, so that's really a good deal. I have made some really cool artsy layer templates. I'm gonna show you them later. And like always, I have the Painter's toolbox for the more artistic soul in you, so you can create with the style pack. Great headlines that works perfectly with every other pack you buy for in this Mini-O. And the Painter's toolbox comes with a bundle, but what I do not have with the Mini-Os is always the whole collection in one bundle. That I decided always that I will release that a little bit later, because only the 44% is really a mega deal. So to have a whole bundle, which is already a good price, yeah, that comes later. So for those who maybe missed the deal. So I'm going to, I need to know now how I'm going to, so no, that's not that what I want. Okay. Here we go. We have the Paintstrokes. Today I shared a layout at my Instagram and at my Facebook, at the NBK Facebook site, also at the anthology group, and it looked like that. And okay, here we go. I used for that layout a solid paper, some parts out of the artsy bits from the a blending mask and the Paintstrokes. And we are going to create now another flower. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use the Paintstrokes for creating flowers. So we use that brown background. It's a little bit different one than I had. I'm gonna duplicate the solid paper, and I'm going to set the layer to lighten, or on screen is better, to lighten up the background. We're gonna close this layer so we can't move it around. And then we go to the Paintstrokes. Here we go. They're a little bit smaller. Okay. What we need to load is the from the Painter's Toolbox, the colors. Okay. Then we go over here. So we load them into our Photoshop. That we have the colors, they are free. That we have them in our styles menu. And then we have again the Paintstroke. We now load different ones, it doesn't matter which ones, and open them, place them on our new created canvas. Next one, place them again. It doesn't matter which ones, just drag and drop some of them, and we're gonna transform and recolor them to create a kind of flower. It doesn't matter what color they actually have. So then we have the colors here. I have ones, they are a little bit darker, and they recolor your elements. When you click on them, you see they change only the color. When you use the other ones, they you don't see the texture of the paint strokes at all. You click on them, it recolors, and the other ones, they only creates a color overlay kind of. Okay, We want this time create a reddish colored rose. So we take all of the paint strokes and recolor them with the red. So you can see you have now different reds, and that's why that happened, because the color of the original paint stroke does have different hues. So the green seems to be a little bit darker than the red. That's why it looks a little bit, well, brighter. It's not much different, but exactly that is what we need. We don't need a big range of colors. We need only some shadows. Now we're gonna turn around some, and we know the shape of a flower is bit kind of oval. I don't know the English word for that. So you can see, look at that. You can make a lip. You can create lips. That's just what I saw. It's Valentine's Day and you can create a lip. Maybe we add some gloss on it. Just hold on a second. I need now to play around. That's now with the colored acrylic paint styles created. So you see, when you play around, that's what you should do. Play around with the styles and only move the shapes around. You will see that that you see things you maybe not assumed a minute before that you can see that. It's like looking into the sky and seeing in the clouds faces or things. Now Siri again talks with me like always. Just hold on a second. I don't know why Siri is always talking with me. We need some more. I like those ones. And we're gonna drag and drop. Next one, drag and drop. Drag and drop. Close them. And also here we recolor them into a red. Now we start to shape the flower. Do it above, and you can squeeze and a little bit turn around, or you can use, we turn that this way, and we can use on top here to transform completely the shape. So here we go. And this is how we build up the shape of the flower. Okay, that's one very straight. We need here a little bit of curve in. Let's transform that. Maybe create do it a little bit smaller. Place it over here. So we create that one. So do that in the background. Okay. I think we don't need them anymore. Okay. This part here, I just drag around, should be a little bit darker. So we go and hit. I only can do the things with short codes. Levels. That was the wrong one. We go image, adjustments, and then we go levels. And then this window opens, and we now can move around the middle and move from left to right, and you see how the whole element changes its colors. We want to have it a little bit darker, so it looks like this. I'm going to show you. So it was, and so it's now. So it's a little bit darker, and then through that changing of the hue of the element, we get more dimension. Then we have here this part. Should we do the same? Okay, a little bit darker. That's enough. Okay. I think I'm gonna make the whole flower a little bit smaller. I click on outside, click and hold with the mouse, and slide over all elements, and then everything is together, and I can move it around how I like. So now we have, for now, the shape of the flower. Close here, and here we have. So, and now we need to close the part in the middle. For that, I'm going to use a little bit of a brown. Close it. And also here we can take a red, or we can make it into any other colors, but I think we stay with the red. Okay. What I did in the other with the other flower here is that I added a drop shadow, and also I put just in the background the flower from the artsy bits. Where are we going? Which is kind of that one. Double click on it, and you can see now it's pink, and what we need is a red color. And we have the styles again. Click on it, and it's red. So easy to recolor with the styles. Any element. So you can use always from other collections stuff, and use the colors and recolor them, and everything will fit together, even if the collection isn't coordinating before with the original colors. Okay, I think we have now the main part of the flower here. What you can now do is get all the layers, click with the mouse and go to rasterize layer style. So now the layer styles are rasterized, and you can now add easily a shadow on the little parts. And I have here some preview settings of shadows in my style palette. I have some free ones at Scraps, and also there is a complete style pack with shadows in the shop. I will later link you that in the description. Okay, here we go. You see the shadow is too dark, too black, and we're gonna change it. We make a double click on the drop shadow in the layer palette. It opens, and we're gonna choose another color, and we choose a dark red color. So we have that one. We make it a little bit. You can see it changes now a little bit. Here. We hit OK. And now we're gonna go back to the styles palette. Click on the icon here in the middle. It's between the bin, and it's that leaf in the middle. Click on it. Hit OK. So we have that style. We have just created for that one, that particular paint stroke. And now we can drag all the layers at once. And now we have the same shadow on each of the paint strokes. Okay. That's the first part. Then we're going now to create a stem. For that, we go to the brush mix, and I can see that intuitive brush mix. Here we go. We have here some scribbles, and they can be used perfectly as a stem. We turn it around, place it in the background, and that's now your point of view. Do you like to have the stem very slim, or do you want to have it all a little bit more proportional? Then you need to maybe use the whole petals of the flower and make them a little bit smaller again. Take the stem, and so you have now a really nice rose. Now we're gonna recolor this little scribble with one of the styles we have. We can use only a plain color from the free colors. That's now the green one. Or we can try some of the colored acrylic paint styles. That's the bright one. I think that's too bright. Then we have this green one and the darker one. Or we can try with the mega style bundle. Maybe we can do a glitter effect on it, and I think I like that. So we have that stem now glittered. If you like to have the stem a little bit thicker, you can create or transform it a little bit, and then we're going to mask that to not only, it needs not to be very exact. You take your mouse, the lasso tool, and make a bigger selection and go to the layers palette and create a mask. So it's mask, nothing can happen. If you like to have to change the stem, you unclick this little icon in the middle between the layer icon and the mask icon. Just open that, and now you can move with the move tool the stem. When you click on the right, you need to select the icon layer symbol here. And now you can move around the stem inside the new created mask. Nothing will happen to the stem, so I think I like it that way. We close that again, and now everything is again together. And if you like to rearrange it, open the in the middle, move it around, close it. So that's what we learned today. Okay, here's the rose, and I think we need something in between the rose, and I am going to use from the intuitive brush mix from that one. And also I use the lasso tool, and I want only a particular one from that one. Copy paste. Move it over here, and then we use that one. Copy paste, transform, turn it around, place to the, and then we use that one. Copy paste, transform, and I'm gonna flip horizontally because I want that it looks to the right side here. That's the wrong tool. And we place it over here. And then the last one, copy, paste, move it around. Even it's always better to have always uneven numbers of such things. So it's same when you do a bouquet of flowers, you choose 5 or 3 flowers. You not take 6 or 4 flowers, because it is also a designing thing. When you use an uneven amounts of bits. That's why we 5. Which one did we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I missed that one here in the back, I think. Okay. So we take that one. Okay. So we have 5. Now we can close that flower, and we have the middle of the flower. It looks a bit like a poppy, I think. Yes. That was not my plan, but when you do art, that can happen. Maybe we going to change the color. I already already prepared down there some. Do we have the green? Red we don't see. Blue isn't. I don't think that we need to change them. I think they need to stay in black. If we have now in the head that it's a puppy, we are happy with the black middle. We should have something yellowish little bit, but we are designers. We can do whatever we want. Okay, now we're going to have to add some leaves. Double click on them. Again, transform them. And we're going to add here a little leaf. This is from the Mega Style pack. And then we have another one. We choose that one. And we transform that. First outside, then the inside. You need to learn to which handle you need to take, that you can transform everything, that it not gets that the outside of the form of the shape not gets broken. Okay, we're going to mask that now. We added here the mask, and then we go to a brush. We select hard round, and we look closer, and now we're going to remove this little bit. So, okay, here we go. I think now the flower is done, and if you like, you can take everything, and what we learned the last time is that we can connect everything, so when we click on it, that everything holds together. Actually, I only wanted to have on the top. We take first the stem with the leaves, and we hit Command G. Now it makes a group, and this is what we close that one, and then we pick the Paintstrokes, and we close that as well, hit Command G, and we have another, and we call that petal, and the group 1 we call stem. Is it called stem? I don't know. If it's not right, just correct me, please. Okay. Now we're going to create a little bit of artsy background. For that we can use the artsy bits and pieces. And I think I'm going to use that texture. And I'm gonna turn it around, or not, no. And place it just to see a little bit of the flowers in the back. And we have on the bottom here some paint. Double click on it, just drag and drop, place it in the back. And now we can play a little bit with the acrylic paint. Now we have the pink, we have here some neutral, and I like now that texture. It's It's not much. Look at it. Turn it off. That was before. Turn it on. It looks like that. It's not much, but I think I like that the most now. And then we use that one. Drag and drop. Let's see where we can place it. I don't like this blushy pink for that combination. The blue, the aqua is nice. Yes, but I want to have it in the background. Or we can do that a little bit more on top, so we can simulate a kind of sky. Like you have a cloud or anything like that in the background. You see, I only move around the elements. I don't have any plan. I just do everything just how I feel. And that is important when you like to play with the products. What we do here is not creating a layout. We do a little bit of artwork. And let's see what we going. Maybe that one. But I think it's too much. Nope. I think I like that. Yes. Okay, and I want to go to the intuitive brush mix, and I like to have that kind of loopy-la-loosa. Drag and drop. And such things make everything look artsy. It's like you paint it and then you only place a little bit of tiny little elements around. Maybe that one. And you can make it even smaller. It needs not to be big. And we can choose here one of the styles from the Mega Bundle. Maybe that one. Yes, that's cute. And we have another heart. Also here we can place that. So we have here on top of the flower, the hearts, and here are some flying around a little bit. Just, I don't know. I think here it is. Yes. What are we using now here? Oh, I like those ones a lot. They are very small, they are not huge, and they look like, what can I do with them? But just add them, turn it around, and you're going to have a kind of movement when you use them. And next one we try to maybe on top over here, and we can use here the glitter, or we go down here. Now we do the details. The details, what makes your artwork look really artsy and makes them individual. Now we have in the middle a little bit of a sparkling. And we close that again, and let's have a look what we can use more. Let's see. I am not sure about. Let's try that one. I used that one or such one in the pink version of the, as a bottom here. You see? It's a swirl, and there in the middle of the swirl the rose blooms out. We don't have that here because we have the stem comes out from the canvas outside. But we can try around if we can decorate anything on the flower with so that's nice. Okay, this is now the flower, and now we're going to look into the magic lights. Let's see what we can add now from them. I'm gonna try those ones now. Let's see what we can achieve. Color burn, there isn't anything, but you see, you get a nice sparkling now. But I don't like that this part now is white. Okay, so let's see what we do with that one. We're gonna mask that again. Go to the brushes and a little bit bigger, and we're going to paint those sparkles here away because they don't do anything good to our layout. Okay, that looks nice. Close that one. And now we try to add a really color burn effect on the whole canvas. Linear burn, nope. Lighten, that's, nope. I think if we can do something then from the magic lights. Oh, what happened? Oh. So we turn it around because, and now you're going to have, with only because you turn it around, you're going to have now a kind of background. You have here a light point in the middle. Maybe we can use that lighter area later for a word art. You intensify everything around, and we can do it that way. So we have here a little bit more green, which looks also nice. I think I'll leave it like it's now. Okay, we can see it. This was it before, this is after. Okay, and now we're going to use the Make It Retro. Yes, just not find that one. That folder. For that, those new color adjustment layers, I made an extra video which is on the description linked in the shop. Okay, open the PSD file, delete this layer and copy the folder on your canvas. You go here, make it retro, copy to your canvas. It's empty, there is nothing to see. Where is my canvas? I didn't save that one. Okay, drag and drop. Let's see what happens. This happens to your canvas when you add the make it retro layers. You can turn it off by clicking on the eye, turn it on, and you have it retro style. I think really I like the satin look of the flower now. It really, that's without a magic light. It's also very nice. Maybe we can turn that down a little bit, the magic. Yes, that's better. So we don't have too much color texture. And close that. Layer styles. And we're going now to use a kind of, we need word arts. Here we go. What you like to have? Body and soul. Inspiring spirit, I think I like to have it. So let's see where we can add that one. A little bit smaller. And to not move now around the layer, the color styles here we're gonna close again here the layer that we not drag it around while we search a place for the word art. Maybe we I'm looking always for a kind of connection. When I add that now here, I'm going to see here a little bit of a connection. That little bit of the word art, that part is here, close, and here. And we have here for both the edges connect a little bit. So it's now floating into it. And when you place it here, it doesn't have a connection. Or you place it more above, you can see the best part is here, because it's here something what connects together. You have this bow from the G, and then you have again a bow here from the leaf. So that's one thing. It's kind of little things, but exactly that is what your layout or your artwork makes it perfect later. Okay. I think we are done with that. Yes. I am not sure about the magic light, but I think I like it more with the magic light than without. Okay, here we go. So this was a flower created with the artstrokes or with the painter strokes. Flower 2. And I can show you some other artwork I created. That one is the same. This one I showed in the unpacking video for this collection, how I created that. It's also in a video. And that was the one I showed you in the little preview for the live. And here also I added a make it retro, so you get a real much warmer and more friendlier look of your whole canvas than without it, because the whole collection of the mini O this month is they have cooler colors. There are not any warmer colors in, and that's why everything looks a little bit cold. And with the Make It Retro, you have a total different feeling on your canvas, and everything looks together nicely. Same here, we can Make It Retro, copy, paste, and everything looks and fits together. You can print that out and you have a kind of triptych. It would look like a great card for your next, when you go on the next birthday, or you print that out and frame it. And yes, so many possibilities. Not only create layouts, you can create wall art, cards, whatever. Be always creative. Play with my products. That's what I almost preach. Play around. Don't buy and try a layout. Try again. Watch the videos. Ask if you have any questions, and we are gladly happy to help you in any way. And we try to learn with you, that you increase your skills and have always fun on my products. Okay, I think this little tutorials and little tips did help you and you enjoyed, and I like to see all of your new created layouts, and maybe there are some flowers you have created, and please post them into the Arthology group. We like to see them. Have all a nice day or evening wherever you are. Bye.